Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. A big thank you to each and every one of you for your continued support. Kindly support Kakasungura to grow, and that is the only way. If you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, kindly make sure you click the subscribe button. And of course, remember to turn on your notification bell. This morning, I want to specifically prepare this video for the Gen Zs who are set for demonstrations tomorrow, because I know counties are prepared themselves and young people are mobilizing themselves ahead of tomorrow's protest. But then before you go to the streets, there are a few tips you need to understand so that you keep safe, and we teach you on how you are going to win this battle. One of the 48 laws of power tells us know the person you are dealing with so that you do not offend the wrong person. I know the Gen Zs, you must be focused to deal with the exact enemy. That is the finance bill. And the finance bill, you know, they are propellers. Now listen. There's a strategy the government is employing to counter the demos. It is better we know them now so that we do not fall into their trap. If you can find a way of sharing this video into all Gen Z WhatsApp groups, Facebook, and any other platform where they are, please do so that this information gets out. Ruto, first, we know him as a cunning president. Tunamjua vizuri sana. And is employing a very dangerous tactic that if young people are not very careful, they are going to find themselves into that trap. And I'm specifically addressing the mobilizers of the maandamano. There are 4 laws of power that the government is applying. Only 4. And I will read for you, and I will be explaining each and every of it so that you get to understand and you do not fall into it. Ruto started by applying law number 11, which says, learn to keep people dependent on you. How do you keep people dependent on you? Make them poor so that they keep asking food from you. This is the strategy the government started to employ so that it can be able to control and rule the people of the Republic of Kenya. Raise high taxes, raise the cost of living so that these guys can become poor. If they become poor, each and every day, they will keep asking you for food. Do you remember? Cabinet secretaries started donating food in different parts of Kenya. And I warned you about this. Tuliona wengine wakienda Luo Nyanza ati wanapeana mchele, ati wanapeana marawe. You saw that tactic, but it didn't win because people had already known their tactic. Walianza kudistribute, yani, they didn't want people to go to the farm. That is why even they are giving fake fertilizer. This government entirely wants us to depend on them. Law number 11. When the young people realized this, when young people knew that this government wants to render us poor by raising the education fee so that tusiende shule, education is the only powerful equalizer tool that makes people to know what is happening. So this government decided kwamba we must raise the school fees so that less young people can be educated so that we stay safe. But I want to thank the young generation because They understood this early in advance and they are countering it. The government is insecure from the ongoing Gen Z demonstrations. And because they're insecure, they have decided to apply some tactics. A tactic they are applying is law number 8. Yeah, what does law number 8 says? I have all of them here. By the way, I read a lot. I read a lot. Law number 8. Make other people come to you. Use a bait. After the government has realized it is not going to contain the young people, they are now putting a bait. It says, make your opponent come to you. When you force others to act, you are in control. Bait them, then attack. How is the government baiting the young people? How has the government started to bait the young generation? Law number 14, they are posing as friends. Law number 14 says, pose as a friend, work as a spy. What are they doing? They went and converged members of parliament and they said, we cannot confront these guys. Let's pretend to be friends. How are we pretending to be friends? Let's pretend to be supporting them. That's why you see Kimani Ichung'wah has changed the tactic. He is now fully endorsing the demos. You saw Oscar Sudi instantly changing the language. He is supporting the demos. You saw Millicent Omanga in Nairobi changed the tactic. She is now supporting the maandamano. And other UDA members of parliament, they are now saying the young people should be listened to. You saw Pastor Dorcas. She is now forcing Ruto to listen to the young people. Those guys are not genuine. They are only posing as friends so that you include them. And after you include them, they begin now working as spies to understand your tactics. So be warned. These guys are not supporting you. These are chameleons. Don't buy their bait. Musiingie kwa huo mtego tafadhali. I am advising each and every young person listening to me. Ruto said yesterday in Nyahururu that, I have put CDF for you. Right? That is posting as a friend. And law number 14 warns us. I want to read for you what it says. Be friendly, sympathetic, and interested to get people to reveal their deepest thoughts and feelings. When you know your opponent's secrets, you can predict his behavior and control them. That's what these guys are doing. Another thing. Law number 21. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Play a Gen Z to catch a Gen Z. Right? Play to endorse them so that you can catch them. This is a tactic the government is using. And I want to speak to mobilizers of the maandamanos. Sikiza vizuri. Kindly, be very cautious on this. Nimesikia, they now want to hold conversations. Conversation means the government is now rolling out a program into each county to form youth meetings so that they can have a conversation, they can have a discussion, and they are using a bait that they want to get your views so that they be included in making policies. Uongo! These guys want to sit with you. They act friends. You sit with them. You pour all your secrets. You pour all your needs. When they go back to Nairobi, they shall have known whatever you need. And in that, they will lay a strategy on how to suppress you. Do not buy. Do not buy. And I warn you young people, do not buy. Mnasema the only way is having a conversation. Raila Odinga and Ruto had a conversation after the last year's maandamano. What have you achieved from that bipartisan talks? Has anything changed? So what makes you think by this government sitting with you Gen Zs, they will act. What makes you think so? There is no retreat. There is no surrender. It is fighting to the end. The only demand, reject the finance bill in totality. The only demand, do not amend, reject. That is the only gospel we have. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the next video. Asanteni sana.